I used to ride like my BMX bike a lot, you know, and my bike got stolen in my neighborhood in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. A lot of kids were skateboarding in the neighborhood, and my bike was stolen, and I hung out with those kids, and they gave me a skateboard, an old one, and I started riding it, and never stopped since. You know, that's the beginning, and you know, it's something that like skateboarding is kind of like that. Once you do it, you're either gonna do it for the rest of your life, or you're gonna be done with it. You know, so yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of sponsors over my years, you know. Started with G&S, it was so long ago, and G&S turned into Maple, and then I left Maple and got on Toy Machine. Jamie Thomas gave me a position on Toy Machine, really helped me out a lot. And you know, we spent a few years riding for Toy Machine, and that was great. And then went into Shorties, and we did the whole Shorties legacy, and you know, built a team with them, and made the videos, and skateboarding, and you know, it's always like, it's been a few different things over the years, but I'm really happy to be on Element now, where I'm at, and it's just a really good outlet for me to be creative with my board graphics, and be able to skate and do what I love to do, and not have to like worry about running the company as much, you know what I mean? Because with like Shorties and all my other situations I was in, it was more like everything was on my back, and now with Element I can just be creative, skate, and do what I like to do, and everything is working out, you know, so.
I ain't see shit type shit, God. Live from New York, it's homicide night.
Yeah, probably like, you know, fulfill the dream, you know, that was like a big part for Shorties, you know, and a lot of people, when I'm walking around Bread and Butter today, you know, a lot of people come up, fulfill the dream, I loved it, you know, and it's like, you know, it feels good, because I was a kid, you know, a young kid, just 17 years old, skating, and you know, just living a dream, and fulfilling the dream was my term that I came up with, that was like skateboarding and making a living off skateboarding, and that is fulfilling my dream, and you know what I mean? So a lot of kids out there, I wanted to put that out there to inspire them that you can fulfill your dream too, you know what I mean? So that's probably the most memorable video part, I'd say, for myself. Maybe Transworld, video radio, or not video radio, yeah, feedback, feedback, not video radio was cool too, but yeah, maybe feedback was a cool one too, you know. Ty Evans is insane videographer, cinematographer, and you know, it was good to work with him. He has good energy, just like I have energy to skate and want to do a crazy trick. He has energy to like film it the right way, you know, and like, oh man, I got this angle, you know, you got to do it, and okay, I got to do it now, you know. So Ty Evans was really a good person that worked with me, that helped make feedback what it was.
From J. Rue the Damager, for all your new jacks. Verses of doom from J. Rue the Damager. I'm a vet in the game.
For me, Element is very different than a lot of the other teams I've been involved with. Like more so, like Shorties was more of like a team, where it's like a family and like a clique, and Element more so allows you, the individual, to speak for themselves. Like, you know, I'm my own part of Element. You know, Tony Tave is his own part of Element. Darrell Stanton is his own part of Element. You know, like, but yet we all click together, and we're a team at the same time, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's not as much as a fan, like, you know, as like a crew is necessarily. We're all close and good friends, but we all bring what we bring to the table, you know what I mean? So, but like, as far as like, you know, Darrell's been my homie for a while, you know what I mean? Tony Tave, I was with him before he came up, you know, put him on Circa a long time ago, and you know, so some of those cats, Brent Ashley, you know, like, just everybody, it's just, it's such a big team, and to come out here to Europe and skate with the European team too, and to see those guys and ripping, and you know, it's cool. It's a very big group of skaters, but everybody brings something to the table.
If I miss, I take aim again. Throwing fire like the Human Torch.
Skateboarding in general is flat out about having fun, enjoying yourself, having fun, learning new tricks, challenging yourself, challenging your mind to accomplish something that you might not think you could accomplish. You know what I mean? Skateboarding is about pushing yourself and having fun while you're doing it, and meeting people, cool people, bringing the most diverse group of people together. You know, you can see a group of skaters and people don't understand how they could all be friends. You see a black skater, a Chinese skater, and a white skater, a Spanish skater, and you see them all together, and people look at us like we're crazy because we all have one united goal, love, and that's skateboarding, you know, and so that's what skateboarding is. It's a unity of a bunch of cool people, and it's about having fun, man. Yeah, no, skateboarding definitely saved my life, man. You know, without skating, you know, I come from nothing. You know, I was a very poor kid growing up. Was mixed in with drugs and wrong scenes and all that stuff, you know, and skateboarding was the one outlet that I had that was positive, you know what I mean, that kept me, as much as it could keep me in trouble by like grinding on a ledge and getting in a ticket for trespassing or something, but still I was not doing things that were going to really make my life go down, you know what I mean. Skateboarding made my life go up, and it continues to do so to this day, you know, so like, you know, to all the parents out there that think like skateboarding's bad and their kids are doing bad things and they're destroying property and jumping off things, like they should be proud of them. It's a healthy outlet. They're being athletic and they're being creative, and that's what skateboarding is. And skateboarding saved my life because I'd probably be either dead, in jail, or a bum on the streets. It's usually not like a necessarily trick, but the trick that you do it on. You know, like a crazy handrail that maybe somebody thought you couldn't touch, or a ledge that might have had a crack in front of it and it was fucked up and it was messed up, or something that necessarily might be just a 50-50 or a tail slide or something like that, but the obstacle is crazier than the trick.
That body rock, New York.
Crew, yeah, crew's the shit, man. You know, crazy jeans. You know, I designed for him. You know, I like to design.
In the brand?
Designer, professional skateboarder, and help with the team, help with everything. You know, and just more creative personality. You know, I'm a designer. I love to design shoes. I love to design clothing. I love to design, do photography, advertisement, layout, logo design. Everything. I like to create.
When it comes out there, this is what I say. I'm like super duper.
The story is basically, they tell us that we're there for a contest, and I was doing a crazy kickflip, off that high thing, and then land on the flat, and I landed and ripped. I still did. I ripped my hand open, and I was like, fuck, my arm, fuck. And he goes, don't say that around here. I go, I just hurt my arm. I can't help it. You're not bleeding. I'm bleeding. And he says, you're out of here. I said, what? I'm out of here? Fuck you. And I skated off, and I was skating off, and he comes from behind and chokes me from behind, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he got to me, and he's dragging me out, and I'm like, choking. And then Mike Vallely runs in, lit him up, and it's out, So, Mike V, I got your back. I produced music for years and years, make beats, record rappers, do all that, for a long time. And then the last 3 years I haven't produced as much, and I've been DJing a lot. So like DJing clubs, parties, bars, stuff like that, So it's always connected, When you DJ, you think of new ways to produce music, And when you produce music, you think of different ways to DJ, So it all feeds off of each other. And but lately, my main passion has been photography.
Yeah.
So I've been shooting lots of photos. I just moved to New York City, and I have a photography studio there, and I've been doing a lot of photography work. Yeah.
I confess, the style can't stack like packs again as
when I first started skateboarding, and then when I started learning and getting good, there was no skateboarders, in my neighborhood. In my high school, I was one skater, only skater in my whole school, So to see skateboarding go from being such a underground, subculture to being mainstream pop culture now, you know what I mean? It's been a big change, and it has its positives and negatives for sure. Positives being, if it's bigger, it's more exposure, you can make a better living off of it, and more people are going to start skateboarding, and the beauty of skateboarding, the fun of skateboarding is going to be presented to more people. The negative about it is that it starts to get more corporate. It gets out of the skateboarder's hands and into the businessman's hands, and they start to try to market it the way they want to see it, and present skateboarding in a way that they want, you know what I mean? And skateboarding is always going to be what it is, and the real skaters are always going to know what real skateboarding is, and the phonies are always going to know what phonies is, you know what I'm saying? So you know, it has positives and negatives for sure, but on a whole, if it's getting bigger, that's going to be a positive, because more people are going to skateboard, the industry is going to be bigger, and it's going to last longer, and so I think it's here to stay. I live day by day, so what I'm doing today, I have no clue what I'm going to do tomorrow. So I do what makes me happy at this moment, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, if I'm doing photography right now and I'm having fun doing that, that's what's happening. But tomorrow, who knows, maybe I'll film a movie, I don't know.